It is now my great pleasure and our great privilege to welcome to the stage our Master of Ceremonies, President of Shark Sports Entertainment, Chair of the Churchill Club Board of Directors, and someone we are very proud to call our friend, Jonathan Becher.
Thank you, Karen, and an even bigger thank you to all of you for coming tonight and joining us here for what you heard is the 8th annual Churchills. So, I want to make a pact with you. Everyone ready for a pact? No buzzword bingo. I promise not to talk about change masquerading as disruption. And I also promise not to invoke the word innovation, especially not when referring to something that we all know is only an incremental improvement. Instead, I want to talk about and ask you to consider inspiration. Tonight is about the inspiration to help the world be better. Tonight is the inspiration to how do we improve things. Tonight we come to be inspired. Now look, you've come to a lot of these events, and we know that most of these events, we talk about the genius of innovation. Frankly, it's easier to talk about innovation. But what about the genius of inspiration? What about it? Turns out there's a great quote from the 1700s from a Prussian Germanic philosopher. Yes, this is a pretty obscure quote. And he said, and I'll try to get this exactly right, he said, without inspiration, the best power of our brains remains dormant. There's a fuel in all of us that needs to be ignited with sparks. What a fantastic quote for this situation. The spark of inspiration. Around about 25 years ago, I came to Silicon Valley and I didn't know a single person when I got here. By luck, I joined a startup whose CEO was a member here at the Churchill Club. And for reasons I still don't know, he let me to go to more than my fair share of Churchill Club events. And at these events, information flowed freely. I met some really intriguing people, and it was inspiring to me. Okay, to tell you the truth, it was awe-inspiring to me. I was a little kid. But that's a lesson learned. Now, I'm the chair of the board of the directors of the Churchill Club, and I'm honored to work with Karen and the extended team. And our goal is to unearth stories of impact that frankly don't often get told. Hopefully, those stories will provide you with a fresh perspective, sometimes even a unique perspective of what's happening in the world. Hopefully, they will inspire you. You know, when I meet somebody new, I often ask one question. And the question I ask is, what inspires you? Over the years, I've heard some wonderful answers. One person said to me, I like to learn something fundamental new every single day of my life. Somebody else said to me, I love to solve really complex problems, especially if I can solve them in simple and elegant ways. A third person said to me, I hope to teach the future generation so that they can avoid making the same mistakes that we're making in this generation. But of all the answers I've heard over the years, the one that sticks with me the most was somebody said to me, I try to make other people better. I like that, make other people better. Now, what makes it even more compelling for me is I heard it from a professional hockey player. He didn't say, I'm trying to win the championship, the Stanley Cup in hockey. He didn't say, I want some award to recognize my special skill, although he might be one of the most talented people on the planet for what he does. Instead, his focus and what inspired him was to make the team better. To me, that's truly inspiring. Tonight at the Churchill Club, we have a unique opportunity. We have the opportunity to recognize company and people that have pushed us forward. Frankly, sometimes they have pushed us a little beyond our comfort zone, but we've ended up in a better place. We have a chance to recognize a game-changing company, a legendary leader, a magical team, and a global benefactor. Each of these said, I'm unhappy with the status quo. It's not good enough. I want to push the boundaries and do something more. So as they come up on stage, they'll share with you their vision of what they dreamed, provide probably some insight, and it's my hope, frankly, it's the entire Churchill Club's hope, that you take back with you some ideas of ways you can change who you are and what you do, ways that you can improve your business, and if we're really lucky, you get inspired to make the world a better place.